ladies and gents, so I just kind of load up my Puffco for some dab action tonight.
Yeah,
Welcome to everybody's favorite 420 podcast, Canna Vibe, your main host Chino. And today's special guest we got here, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like a little nostalgic. I ain't gonna lie.
it's
But
been
you
a
already
minute.
yeah, it's been a minute. You already know who it is, boy Rajay. Um Literally, he were my first guest when I first started in this podcast 3 years ago, man. Pretty wild, pretty wild. And now we here again for round three. I'm not sure if anyone out there knows, but you actually came twice before. So that was pretty dope. But again, time has flew, and now we're here.
Oh
So,
yeah.
Rajay, tell us what you've been on, man. I know you got some interesting things to tell us tonight. So yeah, tell us what we got going on tonight.
What's up, y'all? I'm Rajay. Obviously, anybody that know me from Noble, what's up? 2018, what's up, gang, 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 gang. But shit, I just been cooling, bro. I graduated from Illinois State last spring, and then like I started my clothing brand like at around the same time right after I graduated. It was just like I was just really feeling like creative, and like I just finished school, so I'm trying to figure out the next stages in life and shit like that. And I always been into fashion and stuff like that, so I just was like, you know what, let me go ahead and get deeper into this clothing brand shit and see where it takes me.
Well, man, I'm taking a dab. I thought you were gonna say more.
Oh yeah, bro.
Well, anyways, hold on.
Go ahead and talk that shit, bro. I wish I had my pen right now, but I gotta buy me a new one, bro.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotta get started, man. Gotta start right. Gotta start right. Um. Anyways, well, one, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I love the fact that you starting a clothing brand. Well, for anyone that I kind of bump into, um. I really do. I like the fact of like when one is actually thinking or actually starting a clothing brand because it's fashion. It's 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 um it's just something I said to me. It's just something unique, because it's a piece of art as well, and you get to wear it, man. You know, anyone can wear it.
Yeah, that's what I like about it too. Like, I always been into like art and like creative shit my whole life. Like, even at Noble, like I sometimes wish I kept a lot of my artwork that I had from back then just to like show, like even like in times like this and just like future moments of my life. Like, I always been like an artistic person, and fashion is just like you said. Like, fashion is just the art. I ain't the best at like putting that shit together, but in my head and like the thing what I think and envision would look good,
Mhm.
that's what I want to do. Like I ain't gonna really like let so much of societal stuff and like everybody else around me tell me what I think what looks good. I'm gonna figure it out myself. And you know what I'm saying, my customers, whoever buys from me, that's who gonna really let me know like this is busting or this not.
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely. Um, See, so before you even get started deep into today's pod or anything, I do want to say this pod is sponsored by Midwest Terps and 420 Baby. So we got here some bud right here, bro. It's something called melted strawberries. And then I got here it's some edibles right here. It's some chips right here. We got some chips. Oh shit, some chips right here.
And then they got
Uh
an Instagram or something.
yeah. I'll let you know on
You
the
gotta send
Instagram and
me
shit.
that.
Yeah, and then right here we got some drinks too. I actually took a sip on it a little bit right now. Um,
Uh,
but yeah, appreciate the sponsors on sponsoring today's pod. Let me just show you real quick on the melted strawberries.
oh yeah, that should look
Uh,
good. I ain't
yeah,
gonna lie.
yeah. Oh, I wish you were here in person, bro. You would have seen us a little way better in person
They
than on
based
video, crap.
It's based out of like Chicago or like
Yeah,
out of
yeah.
state.
No. These are home, like grown, cultivators here in Illinois.
Type shit.
Yeah. Again, they're called Midwest Terps. They're actually in the process of doing a lot of big shit with them. So give what's up to the boys out there, and especially 420 baby with the edibles.
Shout
Um,
out, y'all, shout out to y'all.
hell yeah. Other
Yeah.
than other than that, bro, I mean, shit. I'll go since we speaking on the brands and shit right here. I'm actually talking on two things. I got a vape pen right here, a disposable.
Uh-huh.
Wedding cake right here. Hold on, let me show you to the camera right there. And then as well, I got actually some rosin I picked up yesterday. Um, it's called White Thorn Rose.
Yeah.
And then
How much you pay for your e-rig?
my e-rig, I got it on a sale. It's funny as hell. I got it on a sale on 420 a couple of years
Yeah.
ago, literally a couple of years ago, and um, it was like literally half price off. So like it was like three something. So I got it
Yeah.
for 150.
That's not bad, bro. I've been looking into getting.
So yeah, so this baby right here, the original Puffco, has been lasting me like for like I would say three, 3 years,
Yeah, you
two,
had
three
it the
years.
first time we did the pod.
Yeah, have did I?
Yeah, those are like
Oh shit.
3 years ago.
Yeah, no, I'm in need for a new one, man. Trust me. But yeah, no, but actually, yeah. So that just moving on from like all the cannabis, which we'll get to later in the pod. Of course, we gotta get to the marijuana. You feel me? Uh,
Yeah.
but okay, man. So take me back to like what were you doing and like what made you, want to start a clothing brand?
So in reality, I started a clothing brand in like 2019, 2020-ish. I was I had a different name. It was called Weird Drip. So
Mm-hmm.
it was just a crazy name I came up with. I was just starting to get into like learning about the fashion business and how to manufacture and things like that. But it really didn't take off because my heart wasn't completely in it. So 2024, like I want to say, yeah, like 20, no, like 2023-ish. Yeah, 2023, November, my dad passed. So like that kind of like put a spark to like motivate me to like achieve all of my goals because like my dad always pushed me to do my best and be my best at everything that I do. Even though I felt like it was kind of like tough love and shit at times, which that's what your dad's supposed to do. So that kind of like put the fire underneath my ass. So from there, I just started reaching out to people around me that knew some stuff. Like one of my old coworkers, his wife had a clothing brand with her brother at the time. So I reached out to them. Went to their house. They showed me how to do like the screen printing stuff. Like right now, I'm in the back room of my crib, which is considered my office. Like behind me, I got all my equipment and stuff like that. I got it blurred right now, but later on I can show you like the stuff I got. And then from there, so like I said, 2023, I started it all 2020 like 4-ish. I was just like promoting it, trying to get it out there, get it known and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I kind of like finally took that launch this year in March. I got a few sales and like my first drop, but obviously I'm a new brand, not really known like that. Didn't really do too much marketing like I and enough research. So now that I've been doing that, the next drop should be about like May, June-ish, because it's a summertime drop.
Gotcha. So one is like what's the brand called?
The brand is called LaReaú. So my middle name is LaReaú. So
LaReaú.
in honor of like my dad, like I said, my dad passed. My dad gave me the middle name. My dad named me. So I was just like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do something to honor him, but also put like something that is gonna I think will stand out. And shout out to one of my old homies, his name Dave. He may push me to be actually use my first name, but I'm like, nah, I don't want to use my first name. I got a better name, so I use my middle name. So shout out to Dave. I'm gonna send this to him and let him know I shout him out.
Yeah, shout out to the boy Dave putting Rajay on. Nah, but Loki, I like the backstory to it though. But it sounds very to me it sounds like French or something. I ain't gonna lie to you,
It
like
is.
foreign. You feel me? Like
It is.
yeah. So I can see why most definitely you rather pick with the middle name than the first name.
Yeah, my dad named me after like some French tennis player from like I was born in '99. So whoever the tennis player was that he saw at the time,
Hmm.
he liked the name. He put his own spin onto it, and we here now.
That's what's up. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's what's up. Um, so anyways, so what type of clothing brand do you consider yourself?
I ain't gonna lie, it's more so like streetwear and like I would say like comfy wear because I'm not the type of person like that. I like to dress up all the time. Eventually, as I mature myself and just
Hmm.
like overall with the brand, I want to go into luxury. But right now, it's just like streetwear. So like I'm making like hoodies, t-shirts. The next drop coming up, I'll be making like shorts and shit like that. Cause like I said, it's a summertime drop. So I'm just making like shit that people wear on a regular basis that
Hmm.
and shit like that you could just throw on like if you want to go run some errands, you know, you could wear it at the gym. It's all around shit, honestly.
Gotcha. Okay. I see what's up. That's what's up. So the first drop, how was that overall your experience wise? Like were you nervous? Yeah. Like what did you drop? Is it what you're wearing right now?
Yeah, the first job it was like crazy because it was like it's my first time fully committing to doing like this clothing brand stuff. Like I did months and months and years of research and shit like that. So the first drop, I definitely was nervous as fuck. Like I said, I got like I'm gonna be honest, I got like three orders, and like one of my two of my orders was like my cousins, and then one order was like a friend of mine. So I had dropped some sweatpants, it's like a sweatsuit, a
Mhm.
shirt, and then another hoodie that damn, I should have brought it with me to the but I dropped like two hoodies, a shirt, and some sweatpants. And I felt like it was decent. Obviously the first drop. But I could have did better marketing for it, which is the
Mhm.
main issue that I see. Like when I'm looking up on stuff on YouTube for anybody that wants to start a clothing brand and stuff like that. Like YouTube is your best asset. TikTok and just like real life, like talking to people is that's another thing I noticed too.
Gotcha, my guy. So like for example, I know like you just mentioned like marketing wise, which was, like for in person, TikTok and YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Um let's go first with the TikTok. Like how is TikTok overall treating you as a clothing brand?
I really started using like obviously TikTok is for the leisure and stuff like that, but I started doing like so I got two phones. So on one of my personal phone, obviously I just where I hit up and talk to everybody. And then on my business phone, I on there specifically like everything is for my clothing brand. So it's my Instagram, my TikTok. I got a YouTube channel that I'm about to start soon,
Mm.
working on that. So on TikTok, I really just be looking up like ideas and looking up what like other brands and stuff are doing. And then I just use like the templates and stuff like that to like promote when I'm about to make drops and stuff like that.
But like overall, like with the algorithm wise and stuff like that, like how is that so far?
I'm still figuring that part out, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you because it's just so catchy and unique. You got to post at like certain time frames and certain hours of the day. And it's just like I got a busy schedule. Like I got my own family stuff to worry about. I work overnight and I'm in school right now again to become an electrician. So like
Mhm.
I just really post whenever I feel like it. And obviously it's out there for anybody and everybody to see. So it might not blow up now. But like I said, like based on my research, like the more I keep posting, it's gonna bring awareness off of that alone.
Gotcha, my guy. Yeah, yeah, most definitely. But like, although like I guess besides TikTok, like overall social media, like I'm sure it's different from from Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that. So like like
Hell yeah.
how
You got
how how
like
how is it for you?
I ain't gonna lie, the overall thing with TikTok, I'm not gonna lie, is you gotta like somewhat hop on the trends and shit. Like on Instagram, I got hella views and shit, hella likes and shit, like I'm getting more and more followers on Instagram just from like posting like basically like a reel, which is the same thing as like what a Snapchat, TikTok is. But I'm getting more engagement on Instagram because a lot of more people actually are on Instagram on a day-to-day basis. You think about it like today, like even if you're aside from the Canna Vibe shit, you know what I'm saying? You could have been
Mhm.
on your own personal Instagram today and just swiping through the search finder, all that type of shit. Like everybody's always on their phone. So it don't matter like what app it is. Like you say, you just got to figure out the algorithm. So the Instagram algorithm is totally different from the TikTok algorithm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, most definitely, of course, most definitely. Um, no, yeah, I feel like it's just like a whole fucking mission, just to get the algorithm right. Um,
You don't even
so
know half of it, bro. And I'm just learning this shit, bro.
See, and I've been in this motherfucker for 3 years, and it's still a fucking bitch to find out exactly when it's the right time. Like even like for this, bro. I mean, like, I would see what in general what would be a good time to post in general. Like those type of
Yeah.
videos and stuff like that. But like to me, it's like, does it work for you or not? That's one thing. And the other thing is like, what type of industry are you in? Because you're in a whole different industry than what we're in. You feel me? Like we're in. So it's I feel like it's I don't want to say you have like a little leverage on that, but it's like you do because like it's not like Meta is gonna block you from posting your clothing. Like it's not like they're gonna like censor.
Blocked?
Huh?
You like your podcast and stuff be getting censored and stuff?
It's good. I mean, yeah, you could say, yeah. It's not. I'm not saying censored, but like somebody out, like people are starting to, like,
Do
how do I
pods?
say it? Like, what's that word? Like I even said it before, but fuck, I can't remember the word I'm trying to say. But it's like they're, how do I say it? They're like, fuck. I'm trying. I wanted to say the fucking word, but fuck, it's not coming to my mind. It's like I guess it's like you're reporting it, but not really. Because like if you go like on the Instagram app and if you go to your profile and then you look at your account status,
Yeah.
like all of my little things are green, but like except for one, and it's like that one thing that's not green, it's saying that my account cannot be shown like on the Explore or like just my reels won't be shown to non-followers. So you
Yeah.
get what I'm trying to say? So they're like, it's
You
like,
probably just gotta do it. I ain't gonna lie. That's probably like you gotta look at your settings and shit and probably like tweak your settings and shit, probably.
nah, I don't, I mean, maybe, but I don't know. I don't know, bro. Cause like, I don't know, man. I feel, cause like, one, I mean, the cannabis industry is just, I feel like this is a bullshit. It's like high school drama. Like, I don't really got time for that. You feel me? Like we kind of just mentioned earlier, you feel me? Like it's just kind of like life, you feel me? Like I got shit going on besides the podcast, you feel me? Like I'm sure
Yeah.
other people do too, but like I guess if you got the time to hate on somebody, I mean, I guess cool for you, bro. I mean, I don't know, but like, yeah, I don't know,
I
man. Yeah, I don't
I feel
know.
like I ain't gonna lie. Everything right now is just like uh oversaturated, like in every area. Like, not even gonna lie to you, like podcasts, the clothing industry, shit. Everybody want to be an influencer. All these different areas of life are oversaturated. So it's just like you're gonna run into those issues regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh
it's
yeah,
always gonna
most
be
definitely.
after there's a hater.
I mean, you're probably doing something right if you're getting those type of people, right? I mean, like
Hell yeah,
you wouldn't be getting no type of hate if you ain't doing something right. I mean,
exactly.
but it is what it is, man. I mean, I'm just like I take my small dubs very big. Like I feel like that's what I think a lot of people should recognize when you're doing something. You know, whether it's like,
Gotta take the small W's.
yeah, yeah, like whether if you're doing whatever it is, podcasting, clothing brand, whatever it is that makes you achieve, you feel me? Like you make you feel like you made it. You made it to the checkpoint or whatever. But like what I'm trying to say is like those small dubs, like I take them big, like I really do, bro, because you just feel a little more better about yourself, like because you really think about it, like damn, you your past self would be kind of proud of you if they were to see you now. You feel me?
No, for sure.
Like damn, like fuck, like and I'm glad, bro, and like for all those people who are listening right now, like if y'all really doing something, like just keep doing it, like.
That's all
Uh,
that matter at the end of the day, bro.
Yeah, like you got it's gonna be one way or another, you gotta find a way if you really want it, you feel me?
Hell
Because
yeah.
you can't just do something and then kind of just throw it at on the trash, down the trash or whatever, because you just wasted time there, man. You just wasted your potential.
Yeah. Time. We on borrowed time. And that's another thing, like what I was saying, like my dad's passing like really showed me and like other people like in my life that have passed like prior to him and shit like that. It's just like we really on borrowed time. So you gotta make good decisions or at least decent decisions because stuff I ain't gonna lie, and I'm not super religious and stuff like that, but I do believe in God. A lot of situations that are meant for good can be bad, and then a lot of situations that are meant to be bad for you can turn out to be a good situation. So it's like two sides to the coin, you know what I'm saying?
hmm I guess it's just the way you take it.
Basically.
That's how I kind of see it. I mean, like I guess, but then it's also funny because I was before this pod, like I was listening, like I even told you, like I had to listen to the other two previous podcasts that you were on, and not gonna lie, the first pod, like the first episode, it's like 18 minutes long. So like, like I felt like it was just like tip, like the toes in the water. You feel me? Feeling
Yeah.
how the water temperature is, and yeah, yeah, it's similar to kind of what you were saying, is because we were talking about like love and shit, relationships and shit like that.
Yeah.
Um, just kind of like look like hearing it back, like I'm like, damn, this comes a little corny, but it's like whatever. But it'd be like real shit though. Like some of the shit I heard, I'm like, yeah, I was like, yeah, Raji's right, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of right too. But
Yeah,
but going
it's
back. Yeah, yeah. So then like going to the second one is like about therapy thing. Yeah, yeah. About therapy and shit like that, like healing and shit like that. So like that was supposed to. So it's like, yeah, man. I mean, like
I'm still on
overall,
my still trying to spread love. I'm still on my healing journey. I'm still, all of this thing, all the same shit we was talking about. I'm still experiencing it to this day. So it's just like that that shit matters. Like everything, like a lot of people like uh be let me summarize it like this. Just be intentional. Like you trying to say basically just be intentional about everything that you do.
yeah, yeah. Because at the end, it's you,
It's your
So
life.
yeah, 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 yeah. Just don't fuck up. The thing you don't think that's like the hard part,
Which part?
huh? Like not fucking up.
Bro, we in our early 20s, bro.
Mm.
We gonna fuck up. And that's the thing about I had to learn this shit the hard way myself, just dealing with all the shit that I done been through. Cause I done been through some crazy ass shit that majority of the time is definitely my fault. I could have made a better decision. But the other half of the time, it's like it was out of my control. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take that shit as it come and keep it rolling, honestly, because it's like we in our early 20s. We was just in high school not that long ago. Like if you really think about it, Like we 20, 23, 24, 25, maybe even 26, depending on like where you at in life right now. Like we all still trying to figure shit out. Everybody either like we was talking about, people in our age group got kids, don't got kids, people they could be in jail right now. Like it's so many different situations and circumstances that's based on like this decision that either we made or something that was outside of our control. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at shit these days. Honestly, I don't really take too much shit to the heart because like
Mm.
I'll be upset about it like today, and I'll sit back and think about it, and then I'm like, you know what? It is what it is, and I just keep pushing because like I done been through a lot of shit and since we graduated high school, so it's like it is what it is, and keep it pushing.
Yeah, yeah, I guess, yeah, yeah. But I don't know, like I guess like sometimes like you don't think like yourself, you just feel tired of it, like you just want some like peace.
Yeah, it's glad that you say that because I have this conversation with my guys and stuff all the time, just about like life, my dreams and aspirations that we want to do, like with my clothing brand. I finished one of my dreams and aspirations I already completed. I already I got my, like I said, I got my bachelor's degree. So it's just, I don't know. I don't think there will ever be a complete peace until you die, honestly, because life is life, and it's always going to be some type of bullshit, some type of way. Like I
You,
said, you could be going through a good phase in your life. One bad situation happen, your life fall apart. But then on the other hand, you could be in a bad space in your life, and one good situation happen, and your life completely turn around. So you got to take the good with the bad and the bad with the good. That's how I look at shit. Honestly, like it's corny as fuck, but that's how I look at shit.
I don't think it's corny. I think it's just reality. I mean, like if like kind of like just like the way you said it. I think it's like if one kind of like hears this and like kind of like puts it kind of lets it sink in like and if they gone through that like then it's like yeah like like I'm sure they'll agree with us like because it's life. I mean like literally it's like that one split second that either you're like yes or no. You feel me?
Yeah,
And,
literally.
and even if like you're trying to do the right thing or not, or intentionally or not, like that decision just changes everything.
Hell yeah, that
That
one
just
decision.
that just kind of that's a little fucked up, but that's just like crazy to me.
It's just the way life go, bro. Honestly, like and as like and in the current situation of time and stuff like that, like all of this, like because it's like in our current time and shit like that, like all of this men versus women and women versus men shit, that's not making life no better either. Like you know what I'm saying? Like shit just like so fucking stupid. Like I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I don't even like getting on social media. Like I'll like get on there and I'll see some shit that'll like piss me off or some shit. And
Hmm.
I'll just get off and I'll just like listen to music or some shit or like watch TV because it's just like it's too much shit going on in the world to like for you, like you said, to, like to get that peace. Sometimes you gotta just go like detach from shit. And even if that's sometimes that's even like social media. And it's hard to do that, like for me, and especially I feel like for you too, because you run a podcast. So you kind of have to be on social media. You gotta see what's going on, generate ideas and topics to talk about on your podcast. I'm on social media to see like what's popping in the clothing and fashion industry and shit like that. But it's just like everything else is just like so much extra noise and shit, honestly.
Yeah, most definitely. Like even like when I don't really want to be on it, like you just said, like I kind of have to, cause
Yeah.
like I even mentioned it to some other people before, and it's like I feel like once you're kind of like off social media, whether it's like from an hour to 2 hours, you kind of miss a lot already. You feel
Hell
me?
yeah.
You miss a shit ton of things in an hour to 2 hours, and you're like not falling behind. You're like, holy fuck, what did I miss? You feel me? And then like with social media, like sure, yeah, it's like topics to get talked about and all like that, and but like I mean, that's how kind of you find news. You feel me? Like that's how you kind of know what's going on in the world. You know, whether it's distractions or like actual real things that's going on.
Yeah,
But you're still getting informed. You know, it's just rather whatever you're wanting to, put the time and effort to kind of understand what's going on.
yeah,
Um,
I
but
agree with that.
but one thing I did wanted to ask is like, so you really do think like that, like once we're gone, we really do get that piece that we once were mentioning like once we were here.
Um,
And it's like I'm not, of course, like we can't say we know or whatever,
yeah.
but we can't even ask people, you feel me? But it's like I think it's like one of those questions where you're like once you feel it, like you'll tell it to your own self. You get me?
Uh,
But like
I
you think
think
that's that piece though? Like I don't know, like
I'm trying to see. I think based on like I said, I ain't gonna say I'm super religious because I don't, but like growing up in the church and stuff like that, and growing up
mhm.
on like being like Christian and stuff like that, that's like kind of the ideology or the ideology and theology of the Bible and everything like that. Like if you live a certain way in your life, that at the end of the road, when God calls you up, this is going to be like it's your judgment day. So it's going to be like you're either going to live in eternal greatness or eternal damnation. And it'd be a lot of people like even like when I be listening like at church and stuff like that, it could be like say you for instance, you could be a good person your whole life, but you could still end up in eternal damnation for some reason because somewhere in your life or somewhere like in your heart, according to like the Bible and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, you weren't as holy as God sees you. So I
But
think
question. Sorry to cut you off, but just because I feel like I'm gonna forget this. But like, you don't think that kind of just like does it? You don't think that does like how do I say like just defeats the purpose of him saying that he forgives you all the time or whatever? Sorry if I say whatever. It's just like what I mean is like the
I
phrase.
no, I get what you're saying, bro. Like it's hard to have these conversations,
I
honestly.
mean, I don't think so. I mean, I think like right now it's just like a point of view and like just your opinion. You know, like I just want to hear your opinion. You feel me? I'm not here to like argue with you because like one, I'm not
That's
like
what
how
I'm
like you
saying.
said like I'm not religious neither. You feel me? It's more like I feel like it's just belief. You feel me? Like I guess like what you believe in. You feel me?
Yeah. Honestly, I would say yeah. Like if you want to talk about like my personal opinion, like yeah, I think certain things in life, like it's kind of like hard to move around and manage and stuff like that because like I could be doing this clothing brand and like doing like the best possible thing with this clothing brand and it could still like flop. You know what I'm saying? I could be doing everything the right way, going about stuff in the right way, praying like, and it's just a matter of like my a relationship because religion is a man-made thing. More so in the Bible, like I read my Bible from time to time. It's more so about your relationship with God, honestly. So my relationship with God is the main thing I care about. So I could be doing the best things, long as I have a good relationship with Him. I feel like you should be able to experience this, you know, and quote unquote, like they in other religions, this nirvana type of thing. But then again, it's just like I could be doing bad and still like end up in heaven. I could be doing good and still end up in hell. So it's just like it's a tricky thing to talk about in my personal opinion. That's why I say I don't really know how to go about it or like
Uh,
think about it. Just like in the back of my mind, it's like I could live a perfect life and still go to hell in the sense of the matter. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But
yeah.
I can live a fucked up life and still go to heaven. So it's like I said, it's like flipping. It's, in the sense of the matter, it's somewhat like flipping a coin in a human world. Like heads, you go to
You got
heads.
50-50
So it's like,
chance.
yeah, like in reality, like that, it's a 50-50 chance for everything. outside of just like religion and stuff like that. If we want to like, just encompass like the whole conversation, it's 50-50 with everything in life.
Yeah, right. Because there's always two answers. I mean, yeah, there's always two answers, either a yes or a no to everything, you know? Because
Oh yeah,
you're not gonna fucking take a I don't know or like I guess, you feel me? Like,
yeah.
like the
That's
man upstairs ain't gonna fucking take a maybe, you know? Like,
literally like no in between in anything in life. It's yes or no. Like you said, no in betweens.
yeah, that's wild. Yeah, no, but that's wild though. That's that. I don't know. That you don't. I don't know. I feel like that kind of just I guess not defeats the whole purpose of it, but like then it's just
Certain
it's
way
just
it does though. Like I get what you're saying. Like in a certain way, it kind of does though, because you don't really know.
right. I mean, like another way I think about it is like the yin and yang. You know, a good within bad and a bad within good. That's the only way I see it.
Facts. That's a. I think honestly, from outside looking in, the inside, and then inside looking out. Literally, that's all it is. It's literally like a yin and yang type of thing.
You know, like, but I don't know. It's
It's really
interest,
tricky.
yeah, an interesting and unique experience, I guess one has to take. But that's kind of scary though, because like if you really think about it, like you're like, fuck, I did all this good shit, although I made a couple bad things, but like fuck, you know?
Yeah.
Wild, wild. Um, fuck, where the fuck were we talking about before we ended going on this topic?
Was talking about
Oh,
Instagram. So we talking
oh,
about
there
this.
you go, there you go. Yeah, yeah. Yes, yeah, yeah. You're right about more
Hey, see,
Instagram
that's
and
what
shit like that.
happened. Like when you on a pod, bro. Like you just get to
Nah, hell
talking. Bro.
hell yeah, bro. You already know which podcast you on, bro. You know how it's about to go down. Um, but anyways, okay. So I think we gone through the social media part that you mentioned, and then you were talking about talking in person and YouTube. So let's go with talking in person. How how
Um,
how is that? So like whenever you talk to somebody, you just be like, hey, like I got a clothing brand, or like.
actually, no, I don't. So I kind of I haven't I haven't had the space completely to, or I haven't put myself in a position to like socially talk about my clothing brand, which I need to start doing more. And that's like even just like you don't really have to talk sometimes, like I gotta print up some business cards. Like that can be like your way of talking, like, hey, take this business card and just keep walking. You know what I'm saying? And that's the aspect I need to get with the weather breaking and everything like that. Like I feel like it's more of an opportunity for me to be more social now because obviously it's the winter time. Nobody really trying to fucking talk. Everybody trying to get their food, get their shit,
This
and go fucking
you're right.
like, it's,
Like, get on with their fucking shit.
yeah, bro. Motherfucker, bro. If you watching this and you from the Chicago or the Midwest area, you know how the winters get up in this area, bro.
You ain't
Motherfuckers not
lying
trying to
though.
do that. Bro. But like I feel like now that the weather's breaking, it's about to be spring, slowly going into summer.
Hmm.
Uh it just gives myself more of an opportunity to like go back, like be outside. And I have to push myself to do that because I'm not gonna lie. Since I've been back home, I kind of been like semi like antisocial, just like in the crib because, like I said, I do work overnight and shit. So like when I get off of work, it's the morning time. I got class, and then I come home and I like sleep for the rest of the day. So I kind of got to push myself to be more social. And just saying, hey, like you said, like, hey, I got a clothing brand, or like just passing out business cards and shit like that.
Yeah, no, hell yeah, hell yeah. It's it just kind of from experience, yeah. When I had mine, I was a little shy and nervous to speak about it too. One because of the just the name. I just sometimes maybe because I didn't like it or whatever, but at the same time I kind of did. So I
Yeah,
don't know if it was that. I think it was more of like just kind of be proud about it. You feel me? Like for the pod, now it's like I just say it naturally. Like hey, like I got a podcast,
Yeah,
like it's just 420 friendly. I mean, like, if you smoke weed, cool, you'll fucking love it. But if you don't, I mean, you still listen to it. You're just gonna hear a bunch of stoners talk. But I think you'll hear some deep shit, like, uh, but I still say it's a good pod to listen to. I mean, if you're like an open-minded person in general, like,
yeah,
but
it's a good podcast to like. I feel like anybody that listen to podcasts and shit, damn near like, because like I got a lot of people like I follow on I mean not TikTok, Snapchat and shit,
mhm,
Instagram, like that I know smoke and they listen to podcasts. So I like y'all gotta be smoking and listening to y'all podcasts outside of like yours and shit.
mhm.
Like y'all got smoking and listening to a podcast because like obviously when you higher, your mind is elevated and you like more open to like the frequencies and vibrations and shit. But like yeah, I just think overall I am like you said, my first brand wasn't passionate about it for real. It was a
Mhm.
childish ass name. I really didn't know what the fuck I was doing, what the fuck was going on. This one I feel like it's a more mature as I'm maturing, it's something that I can mature with and I can take pride in it because it's something that actually like means something to me. It's not just like some like stupid ass fucking kitty ass name, I would say.
I like that, but at the same time, it's like that's how you kind of learn, you feel me? Like you kind of learn from
Yeah.
your mistakes. I mean, like now you kind of know what you did wrong or probably what you were kind of doing right. You just kind of weren't doing I guess the right many steps to it. You feel me? Like,
Yeah, I think that
um,
I like the way you worded that. I was because I definitely when I first started, I was definitely like a little bit more like you said, social and stuff. So I was like, I was on the college campus. Obviously, everybody on college campus randomly be talking to motherfuckers. They see you with a nice shirt or some shit. They can be like, oh, what's that? And I wasn't as in adapt with like social media and shit at that time or like Instagram. And this was like kind of before TikTok really like blew up and shit. So if I would have like had this idea at that time, I probably would have been bigger, but like I take everything in stride. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't my time. But I feel like now I'm making it my time. Like not on no cocky shit, but like on some cocky shit.
it's more like taking pride in your art. How I think of it.
Oh yeah.
It's fucking rosin is fire though. If you like some papaya strains, I'll definitely recommend this.
Yeah, I'm trying to get. I ain't gonna lie. I've been looking at e-rigs and shit like that. You could like, it's like it doesn't smell and shit like when you in a crib, right?
Well,
That's
right
my
now, if I guess my girl were to pop out or from the room to where I'm temporary at the temporary office,
yeah,
she'll probably just smell whatever I smell, which was fruity stuff. So she'll smell some berries and shit like that. But like if it was some gassy shit, yeah. But it's not like weed, like flower. You feel me? That it'll smell for a good minute. Nah, give it like a good like 5 minutes, and then it's done.
yeah. That's all. Cause like I like where I live, I'm back home with my mom and shit right now. So it's like my mom don't want me to smoke in her crib and shit. So I just wanna. That's why I be either I go outside and smoke, or I just get like me a little dab pen or some shit like we used to do in high school.
The Benjamin.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
the classic old Penji, man. Um, I think that never fails, man.
Uh,
We gotta for sure appreciate the Penji.
bro. Shout out to Germ. Germ put me on to the pen German in high school.
Ah, for
Hell yeah. I ain't
real.
got that shit until Germ put me on, bro.
Talking about Jeremiah.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Ah, high school, bro. High school. That's crazy. How long has it been, really? It's been 2018. We're in 2025. That's what 19. Was it
almost
6, 7 years?
7 years. Yeah, I was gonna say because we like 3 years from being out of high school for 10 years. That's shit wild to think about.
That is pretty wild. Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. Fuck. I feel old.
Yeah, at the same, I feel old at the same time. I don't though. Like I'm
No,
still
not really. I think we kids still, man. I mean, like, if we're like what, in
hell
like
yeah,
mid 20s. We're still kids, man. We got a lot of time. I seen a video where like they talk about time, and it's like it's crazy, but like you just don't know though. You feel me?
yeah.
Just
It
don't know
just keep.
where's your finish line. That's the scary part about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't. That's what I'll be think. I'll be thinking about that shit too. Like I was having a conversation with somebody a few days ago, and a friend of theirs passed away, and like we was talking about it, and she was basically saying like it feels like I just got the news yesterday that my friend passed, but it's been 2 years, and it's just like damn, like that's very relatable. Like as far as like when we like, especially on like a topic a little bit of like a death and shit like that, like
Hmm.
to think about like when you pass on you might be stuck in a point in time for the rest of your like existence, but everybody else is still moving through time. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit just crazy to think about.
No, what kind of just gets me a little fucked up is like, what am I missing on?
Yeah, that's the crazy ass idea to think about. Like when you pass on and shit, like from this physical like world and shit,
Hmm.
you miss out on a lot of shit. But it's just like,
Just like how kind of you mentioned, like let's say right, like kind of how you said, like for someone who kind of just like is stuck on that time when they got that call and everyone's moving on. Like imagine, you know, you on the other side, everyone is moving on, like,
yeah, like I
and
think about this.
you're just stuck, and all you know is like from like let's say fucking 2026 or whatever, and you just know from that year and past, you know. You're not gonna know what the fuck's happened next year. You're not gonna know what's gonna happen in like 10 years. Like that's pretty wild, bro. Like it's funny because like it's not really funny, but like imagine that it. The only fucking way I see it is to me, in some humor aspect of it is like, damn. Imagine what superheroes I'm not gonna see. You know, like what type of superheroes I'm not. Like imagine the people who were Spider-Man fans and didn't get to see No Way Home. Like imagine not seeing No Way Home. Like,
Bro,
damn, that's fucked up. Like, imagine when, like, hopefully, like, in our lifetime, like, there's a movie about, like, January 6th. And it's funny because we were mentioning that in, like, in the second pod when you came over, like, when you came on the pod. We were talking about, like, QAnon and all this shit. Um, but, like, imagine, like, if they were made a movie about, like, January 6th. Remember January 6th? You know what I'm talking about?
yeah. I feel like they're gonna make that shit soon, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, no bullshit.
Ah, you think so? No, I don't think so.
I mean,
But
they just
I feel
they just
like I don't know. I feel like it gotta take a good amount of years for time to kind of like pass. You feel me?
bro, but so much shit. Like, I ain't gonna lie. If you think about like, ain't gonna if and in regards to that shit, bro, it's so much shit that happened in history that's not documented at all, but it happened. So it's
Oh,
like, you feel me? Like it's a hell of shit in history that has happened that we don't know about that somebody else, like let's say like an uncle of yours or my grandmother or like an uncle of mine might
hmm.
experience some shit in history that was like a big ass thing, but it never was documented. It's like that, like if you want to think about it in that aspect of it, it's only certain shit that's like documented throughout history. And it's just a crazy thought to think about too. Because like
Like
they
what
was go ahead.
what do you think? Like hypothetically, let's be hypothetically here. Like, what do you think would be one thing that wouldn't be written?
Shit, a lot of like I feel like a lot of like inventions and stuff like that and things like just like shit, like everyday shit that we probably either do or use or know about could have been created by like could have been created a while ago under a whole different name. But somebody bigger, like let's say, let's say like Apple. So like say let's say another phone company like some smaller phone company or some shit created the first touchscreen phone, right?
Hmm.
Apple had more money, more resources, more capital to create the shit. So Apple stole somebody else's idea, and now the person that actually created the first touchscreen phone broke as fuck. Wow, Steve, he's dead and shit. Like, but you know what I'm saying? Steve Jobs got rich off that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it
Yeah.
like some shit like that,
Uh, did you ever see that the Facebook movie?
bro. That shit pissed me off. I'm not even gonna lie
Is
to
it?
you.
It's like that.
Yeah,
Apparently, Mark Zuckerberg stole the idea from the actual creators of Facebook, but he took out the credit and you know,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of shit in our lifetime that was created but was never documented because of some type of situation or circumstances of a higher power or some in certain instances higher powers and shit hypothetically, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
that's
yeah,
we can have
hypothetically.
another podcast about like that type of shit. I ain't gonna lie, because I'll be just getting deep into that shit sometimes.
I know, I know. It's like deep rabbit holes, man. And
Bro,
shit, I love getting into them because it's like you never fucking know though.
it's hella shit
It's
to
like
think
you
about.
never fucking know.
This is some
Ah.
shit, bro.
See, I know before we even went down this rabbit hole, we were talking about weed and all. Because
Yeah,
we are in a weed podcast and all. Uh,
yeah,
I know you ain't talking tonight, my boy, but I am. But you know, it's 5 years into legalization here in Illinois, man. And do you like still shop? Like, do you shop with a plug, or do you actually go to dispensaries here?
um, I have never been to a like I've been to a dispensary, but I never copped like nothing from a dispensary. I just like to go and see what they have. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I like
What
I
you
shop.
mean? What do you mean? You just like to go in there just to see what they have?
I like to because I ain't gonna lie, a lot of the street plugs and shit like that. Like I do cop off like well not currently. I just I found this like plug out in Cali. I ain't gonna lie on Twitter, just scrolling through, they had like some free weed offer. I just had to pay for the shipping. I got it in like a week, and I've been smoking on that shit since like the beginning of this year. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So I used to like shop off of like the street plugs and shit like that, but like the weed, the quality of weed that they be selling, or like this like yeah they be selling it just it gets you high, but it's just like it's a weird after like I would say aftertaste and like a weird like high that I just wasn't comfortable with no more. So I switched over to how I'm copping weed now.
What's it called?
It's called Smoke Kind. Damn, hold on. Uh yeah.
Smoke kind.
Yeah, it's called Kind, but on Twitter it's called they name it SmokeCon. It's smokecon.com. I didn't order from them, like I got like three of these 25% off discounts. I didn't order from them like three times. And I ordered like a zip for like $50, bro.
Is it THCA?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why.
It's just hey, that shit smoking. Like it's smoking like
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. So we'll get deep into that, but let's finish what you're gonna say.
that shit. So that's what I've been smoking on
Mhm.
recently.
Okay.
If I need to, if I like, I want like weed, like 100% weed, I guess, quote unquote. I go to like a street tender, but like I just never really like thought or like be having a thought process of like, oh, I'm finna go to a dispensary. Like I talk about it,
Hmm.
I never go.
You never go? So wait, so
Nah,
you actually never go to a dispensary and just look at the catalog and then dip?
I used to like I have before in the past, but like currently, nah, I don't. I
So
just go on.
okay, so how tell us how do you pull up to the dispensary without tell us.
I just go up, I pull up, I go in there, you know what I'm saying? I look around, people they ask me if you need help or shit like that. I'm like, no, I'm good. And I just like, all right, I'm a dip. Like
Get the fuck out of here. Stop. So you literally you just go there, you just look around and just dip.
yeah, like you said, like I go there, I went there before. I looked at like the catalog, seeing what they got. It really be some. I ain't gonna lie. At the time, the first like couple of times I went, it really just be like the tax on this shit. I'm like, yeah, bro, I can get some weed on the street for a way lower price than this. Y'all giving me an eighth for like 40, $50, bro. And I'm normally getting like my sevenths and shit like that for 40, $50. Like I feel like y'all taxing me. So that's why I never like that's why I stopped going to the dispensary, if we want to be honest. It's just really the tax on it.
Yeah, it just turns you off, literally.
Yeah, that's
Um,
why I never went back.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Um, but what you can go, my friend, is you can literally take a like 2 hour trip and go to Michigan, and
I know, bro. I've
that's what you
been
gotta do, man. That's what you gotta do.
what's it? The one that it's a dispensary in New Buffalo, right?
Yep,
Yeah,
yep. There's
everybody.
hella dispensaries now, actually.
My homie went up there. He said he spent like I think like 100 to 150 and got like hella shit.
Oh yeah,
But
my guy.
I have to
But
like I might have to take a trip up there for real though.
yeah, but like if you really want to like kind of just be local here and stuff like that, what I kind of suggest you, my guy, and it's just like it's just for everyone. It's like just kind of like find yourself like like an actual grower, like somebody who grows weed, but because like I think that's who what's considered, I think, a plug now. You feel me? Because like
They definitely the plug. They grow this shit.
right. But like from like how I see it is like we grew up like as like the plug being someone who sold it. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
just who was just the fucking plug. You feel me? Or another word was just a dealer. That's it. I mean, but like now, I mean, like just because I was thinking about it, and I did wanted to mention it with you, and it's like that was the culture though, like that was how we had to, that was the only way to get it. You feel me? But like
Bro, you gotta
now,
in high school, bro, motherfucker,
mhm.
like we wanted to be smoking weed, bro, but like we
Yeah,
was
we weren't most definitely. I agree with you, we weren't. But I'm sure everybody who's listening to this would probably fucking smoke. We had high school. You feel me?
hell yeah, what the
but but no, but like just like looking back, man, I'm just like, damn, like I really did smoke from some stranger. So at one point, you feel me? Just because you know,
first time I got high, bro, I was 14. Yeah, I was 14 at my grandma's house with my cousins, bro. I was like just giggling, bro. And then I really, I really started smoking like, cause at that time, like, so I was 14. The following in 2015, my grandma passed, which is some crazy shit. So like in like 1 year, my grandma passed, bro. Right after she passed, bro, I started smoking heavy, bro. And that's like I went from I went to urban prep freshman year, and then when
hmm
I came to Noble sophomore year, with like, and I met all of y'all, that's when I really, really started like token heavy because everybody in our advisory was token. Everybody like that I was cool with was token. So I'm like, fuck it. Like I'm finna
Yeah. Yeah.
get fried, bro. And ever since then I got fried, bro.
I'm pretty fried right now, as you can see.
Bro, and then this, you remember like the culture and shit, bro. Like motherfuckers used to, bro. You got five. Like motherfuckers used to put on for that shit. They now this current generation, bro. They matching like Trey fives and shit off the rip. I'm like, damn, nigga, the culture didn't change for real.
I think the only way to spark to match somebody, especially like I think with joints, is like you just gotta give somebody a full joint, like exchange
Yeah.
joints. That's it. That's the only way I kind of see it now. With like, but don't get me wrong, yeah, the fucking culture changed, bro. I mean, like, uh, and it's funny because I always say this, and it's like I came in to this industry thinking like it's gonna be like high school shit, like smoking with the boys and stuff like that. But hell nah. You don't got you barely got any blunt lovers. You got all you got is joint lovers and of course all your pipes lovers. You got dabs and all like that, but like they really talk down on the blunts. I don't know why. I know all motherfuckers had smoked a blunt before.
I think it's more so like in my experience, like I'm not gonna lie, when I went to college, bro, I
Hmm.
really was around, like you said, so many. I smoked my first dab, bro, in college from this dude. He had like leukemia, or some shit. So he was getting medical weed to deal with his sickness and shit.
Hmm.
So like I hit my first dab in college, bro. I'm like, fuck. It's really like, and like not to be like no racist person, but like it was with a white guy. So it was just like different demographics of people do different shit. That's like so in a black community or like in the hood, I would say more so like even because a lot of Hispanic people live in the hood and they smoke backwoods and shit too.
Hmm.
They smoke in backwoods, blunts, and all that other shit like that. You go to like a suburban neighborhood, they still smoking in backwoods and shit, but like you saying, like they doing dabs, they doing joints, they doing like hella other shit that I wasn't like accustomed to until like I started, like you said, not really like getting into the business like you do, but like just expanding like who I be around. I just started learning like it's hella different ways to like get fried, bro. Like
Oh,
that's the
most
best way to
definitely.
put it.
Most definitely. And oh my God, I think I can't I don't know, bro. I think getting introduced to dabs has been I think the best thing to me. Like, I don't know, I just love dabs. Like
Probably
in
saving
particular.
hella money, bro.
Oh hell no.
No,
Hell no.
I'm thinking about it like this. If you a dab, how long do your dabs usually last you, bro?
If it's a 1 gram, it's like a week. That's only
Oh,
like if I'm stretching it, bro. Like,
yeah.
you
Oh, damn.
know.
I thought it would last you longer. The way people,
Oh
like I
hell
said,
no.
damn, what?
You're talking to a connoisseur here, bro.
No, I'm not saying like I get that, but I'm saying like in general, like I thought it wouldn't last. The way people make it seem that do dabs,
Well, here's the
they
thing. You're talking to somebody who does dabs every day.
that's why I know people that do dabs every day, so they make it seem like it lasts. Like they be like, oh, bro, like the last time we talked, you was telling me like, oh, bro, you got to switch from weed from bud to wax. It's gonna last longer because you and even you told me that shit. So I'm like, damn, maybe that's in my head. I always had that.
Ah, okay, never mind. I know what you mean. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause like if you like think about it like this, like if you take a scoop off a dab, you don't need to take a big scoop. You could take like a small scoop, a little
Hell
scooper, a
yeah,
little,
get right.
little dab, little dab of Rui, and then you'll be
Yeah,
straight with that, right? Because
yeah.
but like with weed with flour. I feel like you gotta roll, depending. That's another thing. Depending on how you like to roll. See, I like to roll mine's like stuffed. You feel me? Like thick. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
like that. But that's like what, like a gram to two G's. Right there. So like off an eight, that's already half, almost half of the eighth right there. So yeah, in that way, yeah. The only way I feel like you'll save your bud is like if you smoke through like a bowl or a bong. That's the only way I think you'll save your bud the most.
I've been rolling like joints. I just had I just told you I bought an eighth.
Hmm.
I'm at the end of my I bought that shit like 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, maybe. I'm at the end of it now, but I switched from like you said, I switched from rolling blunts and backwoods and shit to rolling joints and shit and like spliffs. Because it's like obviously it's like one and a quarter at but it gets you there.
Yeah. So like I don't know, devs it'll raise your tolerance high for sure, but
Yeah.
it could it'll I can now I see what you mean. So yeah, it'll save you some money too. Like I know people who had have dabs like that last them a month. You feel me?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I asked because I'm looking into
But
like
it all depends on you though. You feel me?
I know me though, like
So, I thought I knew myself, but then I got introduced to devs. But shout out to my roommate. That my roommate for when I went to UIC.
yeah.
He the one who put me on to
That's
devs.
what you see what I'm talking about, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like you get around different like
Ye-
people and you learn like it's more to this, like you said, it's more to the game than just smoking blunts how we used to do in high school.
Yeah, yeah, most definitely, bro. Like when I freaking first saw the rig and dabs, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Like I thought I was doing some other shit.
Man,
But,
I was
but
fried out of my brain when I hit my first dab.
dude, I remember my first dab, bro. That should put my ass to sleep. Like, ah, just lay down there, and that was it. Good night.
Uh,
Um, but yeah, no, man. Most definitely, most definitely. I think we gotta link up and have a sesh.
hey, just let me know, bro.
Uh, but yeah. One more thing I feel like before we wrap it up for today's pod and up, bro. I'm not sure if you have seen on the news or even on social media, about these this type of wolf called deer wolf that
What,
came back to life. Hold on, let me show you what I mean. Quick.
what the fuck is that?
Supposed to be like this type of wolf that that went and stink, and they kind of brought it back to life.
Bro, that's fucking wrong with these
And
people.
it's this guy with his company that he he brought these wolves back to life.
Bro, that's what's
And they
wrong with
were and they were
these
probably
people.
they were supposed and they're like kind of like the wolves that appeared on like the Game of Thrones type of shit, you feel me?
That's what's wrong with like society and shit. Like if some shit dead, nigga, leave it dead, bro. What the
You
fuck,
think so?
bro? I mean, if it's dead already or supposedly extinct, leave it dead. Like there's no. Oh, that's
Like
a big ass wolf.
like compared to like a regular wolf and then a husky dog and
Oh, I think I seen a video of one like a while ago. Like, I don't know if you seen it. It was like in a forest. It was like
mhm.
a big ass black wolf. I'll
Ah,
have to send it to you after the pod, but it's a video of like this big ass black wolf. It might be similar to that or a different breed of wolf.
but yeah, anyways, there's a whole fucking shit of bringing back extinct animals. It's getting pretty wild. Like the company that I was telling you about right now that brought these wolves back to life.
Yeah.
Also are trying to work on bringing back those fucking birds that have long fucking that have long big mouths. The fuck, what the fuck are these birds?
I don't know what the fuck it is neither, bro.
Oh my God, I fucking hate when I have a fucking bird. I can't think of the fucking word. Um, the fucking birds that you remember Ice Age, the movie?
The dodo birds.
Dodo birds, there you go. Yeah, they're trying to bring dodo birds back to life too.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, if it's
And
possible, try it. But I think at the end of the day, bro, if something,
and then I'm not
if
sure
something
as
is
uh
time, let it pass.
and another one I'm not sure if you heard of this one has been quiet for a while, but it's the woolly mammoths that are trying to bring back to life.
Yeah.
Well, apparently only those I think have a purpose, but I don't know if it's true or not. But they say that apparently, because of the woolly madness, would kind of help, the ecosystem and shit like that, like in art, like up in the Arctic weather and shit like that. In Arctica. I feel like I can't even pronounce it
What
right.
you trying to say?
Yeah, can't even fucking pronounce it right, but yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so I don't know. I mean, like it's all science and shit like that, but like that's pretty wild. Like to bring kind of like old animals back to life. But like I'm trying to kind of like think about like imagine like living with pre-extinct animals.
Bro, I don't know, bro.
That
That is
just
ain't gonna lie, crazy to think about though, because a lot of the pre-extinct animals, like if they able to bring back like these animals, bro, that means in the sense of their matter, that make me think that they trying to create technology and advance it enough to like, let's say you die. Let's say you got enough money. Let's start there. You die today. They can bring you back to life in like a couple of days. Like that's where my head goes. Like if y'all trying to use this technology to recreate or like bring back extinct life, quote unquote, then y'all trying to create a way for people to live eternally on this earth in the sense of the matter. That's where my head goes when I hear about shit like that. I'm not gonna lie.
but it is technology though. Like
No,
it's tech. No, but I know what you mean. But like it's already technology doing it for us. You feel me? Like AI is partially, doing the thing, and the other partially is like the DNA. Like of how much DNA is there left. Like
yeah,
like imagine like for like let's say for the sake let's stick to the example that you kind of just gave. Like imagine with my son, like let's say I'm gone today, but like how much of my DNA is gonna be enough for someone to kind of like I guess recreate me. You feel me?
dude. I don't know, and that's what I'm saying. It's hard to think. That's what my brain will automatically go to that. Like now that you say that the AI shit, because I definitely forgot about that for a second. But it's like maybe it won't even take a lot, bro. It probably take like 25%, and the rest of your shit, the other 75% of you is like AI or like some meta bot type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like like
Yeah.
what's that movie? RoboCop type shit or like Cyborg and shit like that. Like if you like into that DC and DC shit, a
Hmm.
nigga like RoboCop got his body blown apart. What was left of him, they used AI and shit and built him a cybernetic body. The same shit with a Cyborg, like you know what I'm saying. But his body got blew up. Alien technology made him into a cyborg. It's like that type of shit. I feel like that's what you're trying to say in the sense of the matter. It's like some type of way because you're not gonna be completely human.
You don't. But that you don't think that kind of it's funny because I said it earlier, but you don't think that defeats the purpose. Because like these animals here are what they were, you feel me? Before. Well, right now it might be a little more modified because, of you know, these people are actually like taking care of them, like they they
Yeah,
they actually like have, a facility that's meant for them and stuff like that. And like these are actual like animals that were extinct for many many years ago. So like all this new stuff is it's it's like very delicate to them. So like I would imagine how it would be for us, you feel me? I feel like we would have to be like in a bubble or something for a good minute.
yeah. I know you seen Jurassic Park, like the
Yeah.
newer one, how
No,
they was
no, 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 but I seen it before like the Chris the Chris Pratt, right?
yeah,
Yeah, but not the full
genetically mod-
trilogy. But I seen like a
yeah,
couple, yeah.
they was genetically modifying dinosaurs and shit in a sense in that movie. So that you know what I'm saying? and they genetically modified that one T-Rex, and it was like mixed with like a raptor and some other shit,
Hmm.
and like you said, it was incubated in its own space until it got smart enough to break out. So I think it's definitely like a sensitive thing. And it like if you saying like they're working on it or it is possible, then I don't think it would be 100% like the animal that they trying to create. A major it's probably like I'll say like 25 to 50% of it might be the animal that they recreated, and the other 50% could be like a modern animal. Because the only way like the woolly mammoth thing, the only way they can recreate a woolly mammoth is they have to use some DNA from a modern day elephant. If we want to be real,
Oh yeah, they it is. They actually said it's the Asian elephant.
yeah, I seen that. I think I've seen that before.
Yeah, that's apparently it's like 99 point something. Like it's like the relative of the woolly mammoth, which is pretty crazy. But like, man,
My bad,
pretty
bro.
pretty fucking wild. Yeah, no, you good, you good. But yeah, no, it's pretty interesting on how today's society is rolling, man.
I mean, we just honestly, if you think about it, bro, like we just evolving like more and more as time goes by, and like before we know it and shit like that, like we talking about, and like I said, before we know it, at a certain point in time, whether we are like you and I are here, our like kids are here or stuff like that, like future kids and stuff like that. At a certain point in time, they're gonna get to a point that they're gonna. I think in my head, in the way that I look at it, they trying to outbeat God in a sense of the matter. They're trying to, in a sense of the way, continues to create so that life, so that you can stay here and never figure out what the afterlife is like. You know what I'm saying? That's how I think about it sometimes too. If you want to go like that's another rabbit hole, but I ain't.
No, yeah, I'm sure it's gonna be another deep hole to that. But like, what you're saying is like what? So like, they're trying to just kind of say like, if you're gone, don't worry about it, because we can just bring you back to life, like in like
Pretty much.
a day or two, whatever you can say, and then.
Yeah, pretty much. I think with like you said, AI and evolution of technology, at a certain point in time, they're gonna get to a point where they're like, you die. All right, we could bring you back and give us like 48 hours, and you'll be back alive. You know what I'm saying? At a certain point in time, I think just based on like our this conversation and like what you telling me and
Mhm.
how my how I'm processing it, it's gonna get to that point at sooner or later.
You don't think it's better to just clone each other then?
They probably working on that too. We don't
Probably,
like
right? We don't know.
we'll never know because just the masses, the only the way out, the higher ups, the elites and stuff like that, they know what's going on. I'm gonna leave that at that. I ain't got it.
That's for sure. Yeah, man. No, for sure, my guy. No, I appreciate your time and coming on the pod. Before we wrap it up and all, you got anything else to say? Got a few questions or anything, my guy?
Uh Follow my Instagram, LaReaú dot CLO. I will be post a lot of stuff on there. I'm working on my YouTube channel as well. Like I said before, I am on TikTok. So if you want to gain any information about me, just follow the Instagram. Uh that's really it. Whenever you want to have me back, bro, like I said, anytime, bro, like I'm down, bro.
Most definitely, my guy. Well, no, I appreciate you, man, coming on the pod. Most definitely, good luck on the brand and all. I'm looking forward for that second drop of yours. And yeah, man, yeah, most definitely. We gotta set up another time for another pod for all these rabbit holes. But yeah, ladies and gents, this is Rajay, and yeah, don't forget to follow him on the gram. All his info will be down in the description. And yeah, don't forget to follow us on the gram. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that like button. And we want to see you guys in the next pod or vlog. Um, yeah, you guys are still session. Enjoy your sesh.
For
and take it
sure.
easy.